Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our respected lecturer, Dr. Nazita Binti Abdul Karim and fellow classmates. I'm Nur Adana and my group mates are Fatin Iman, Ruhil Najiha, Ahmad Jazil and also Muhammad Farid. We are from Autocom Technology Sdn Bhd and would like to present regarding our cost analysis based business proposal. In this report is a business proposal based on a comprehensive cost analysis focuses on Autocom Technology Sdn Bhd's manufacturing operations for Proton Saga bumpers and side mirrors.
It's me, Fergie. When I come to the club, step aside. Pop the seats, don't be heavy in the line. VIP, cause you know I gotta shine. Fergie, give me love.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Jazil Johari. Our analysis of Autocom Tech's manufacturing for Proton Saga bumpers and side mirrors is complete. Using activity-based costing, we've identified a key insight. Side mirrors are our true profit driver. While bumpers generate higher total revenue, a deep dive into our cost shows a different story. Bumpers at 60,000 units have a unit cost of 140 ringgit 25 cent and a gross profit margin of 29.88%. However, side mirrors at a unit cost of just 127 ringgit and 13 cent achieve a superior gross profit margin of 36.44%. They are more cost efficient, have simpler logistics and fewer quality issues. To capitalize on this, we perform an incremental analysis for a production increase of 10,000 units. The results are clear. Expanding side mirror production yields an incremental profit of 728,750 ringgit, a remarkable 131,250 ringgit more than the bumper expansion. Therefore, our recommendation is to increase side mirror production. This is the most strategic move to enhance profitability and our competitive edge.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ruhil and I'll be covering the cost structure analysis for this report. This cost structure analysis of Autocom Tech Sdn Bhd classifies all production costs into three categories, which are variable, fixed, and mixed costs. This is essential for businesses to understand how each cost behave with changes in output volume, and it allows for more accurate pricing, break-even analysis, and even cost optimization strategies. For Proton Saga front and rear bumpers, we assume 60,000 units with a total cost of 8.42 million. The cost per unit is 140 and 25 cent. The majority of the costs, such as raw materials and direct labor, are considered as variable costs. Mixed costs, on the other hand, mainly from overheads, are allocated through activity-based costing to reflect the true usage. For side mirrors produced at 40,000 units, the total costs are 5.09 million with a lower unit cost of 127 and 30 cent. Despite the lower output, the mirror demonstrates a stronger cost efficiency due to streamlined production and activities and effective overhead allocation. Selling at 200 ringgit for all each of the products, in general, the bumper line generates a higher revenue. However, side mirrors have a higher gross profit margin at 36.44% in compared to bumpers at 29.88%. This indicates that the mirror line is more profitable per unit and can contribute to a better margin performance if scaled. Costing assumption includes 60,000 units of bumpers and 40,000 mirror units. Overheads are allocated through activity-based costing on setup, machine hour usage, and orders. Variable costs scale with volume and fixed costs remain unchanged, while mixed costs behave semi-variably or in step patterns depending on production intensity or activity levels.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farid Jeffrey. The topic that I will cover is relevant cost analysis. Relevant cost analysis is a method in the decision making in order to identify and focus on the cost and also the revenue that affected by the decision that have been made. The cost that we focus is mostly on the future costs, and also we ignore two costs, which is past costs that we call it sunk cost, and also we ignore the fixed costs. Relevant cost analysis is very helpful, especially for the short-term decision making. It will include all the extra costs such as material, labor, and machine time. Also, this will exclude all the costs that remain the same, like rental and the salary. This method also will show the differences between costs and income between the differences choice, and very helpful in the business, such as if you want to increase the production, if you want to stop the product, or we want to accept the special order. We in Autocom Tech Sdn Bhd is about to use this relevant cost analysis to make a decision. Either we want to increase the production of our product, Either we want to increase the production of bumper, or we want to increase the production of the side mirror for about 10,000 units. So in this case, we make assumption that the price of the unit is 200 ringgit per unit. So which product should we focusing on? Referring to this slide, we are focusing on side mirrors. Here is mentioned the sales revenue is about 2 million ringgit. The direct material cost is 500,000 ringgit. The direct labor is 250,000 ringgit. ABC overhead allocation is 521 and 300 ringgit. And the total increment cost is about 1.271 300 million. And the incremental profit, after we calculated everything, we come out with 728 and 700 ringgit. Referring to this slide, we are focusing on the bumpers. The sales revenue is 2 million. The direct material is 583,300 ringgit. Direct labor is 300,000 ringgit. The ABC overhead allocation is 590 and 200 ringgit. And the total increment cost is about 1,450. And the incremental profit is 597 and 500 ringgit. As mentioned earlier, relevant cost analysis is about focusing on different costs that we might ignore or we might focus. Okay, first one, direct materials. So this cost is relevant because it's changed with the number of the product produced. And the second one is direct labor. Yes, this will affected when we increase the production. The third one is ABC overhead allocation, also will increase when the production is increased. And the next one is fixed admin costs. No, this cost is not relevant because it will occur although the production is not increased. And also the depreciation, this also being ignored because the thing will also depreciate even though we don't increase the production. After we do the relevant cost analysis, we can conclude that producing the Proton Saga side mirror will having the profit about 728 and 700 ringgit. And for the bumpers, we'll produce 597 and 500 ringgit. Yes, both product will having the increment in its profit, but we are choosing to produce more in side mirror because side mirror will giving the higher profit compared to the bumpers.
Hi, my name is Fatin Iman Fariha binti Hassan and I will covering incremental analysis. In this analysis, help us to see whether to increase the production of Proton Saga side mirror or bumper by 10,000 unit into Auto 5. In this analysis, we using two methods which are quantitative to see at the number of profit and also qualitative to see at the non-financial factors such as operation and also strategic. Now, let's see at the quantitative analysis to see the profit comparison. We see at the option A, which is the side mirror, we see the sales bring around 2 million and after deducting all the costs like material, labor and overhead, the cost will be around 1.27 million. So the profit will be around 728,750 ringgit. While for the option B, the sale will be the same, bring around 2 million. But the cost will be higher compared to the side mirror, which is 1.4 million. So the profit will be lower than the side mirror, which is 597,500. In short, side mirror give 131,250 more profit compared to the bumpers. Now, let's look at the qualitative side, which are more focused on the strategic and also operational. As we can see, the side mirror have more key advantage because first, they are more cost efficient because they're using less material, labor per unit, so it will reduce this cost and also improve the scalability. Secondly, the logistics are more simple because side mirror are more smaller compared to the bumper, so it will save the space and also save the cost of shipping. Thirdly, they have a better production quality because from the ABM report, side mirror only have 800 reward hours compared to the bumpers which have a 1200 reward hour, so they will have a lesser quality issue. Next, scalability is easier because side mirror using lesser materials, so we can increase the production without using the major investment. Lastly, in terms of skillful labor, Although side mirror have the electronic part, it's still manageable if we follow the SOP and also the training. And for the bumper, they do have the stable demand, but the main issue is they have the lower margin. Even with the steady demand, bumper generate less profit compared to the side mirror due to the high cost. Another challenge is higher overhead and reward. Bumper need more reward time, which is 1,200. That can increase the setup and handling cost and also can give manufacturer the pressure. And then they are also bulkier in size, so they are taking up more warehouse space and also the transport cost will be increased. Lastly, bumper offer less flexibility because they use more resources like material, energy and manpower, and it makes it harder to scale and adjust the production quickly. This challenge shows the bumper are not the best option for the expansion.
I'm Nur Ajana and I'll be covering for the part of recommendations. So, our final recommendation is for Autocom Tech Sdn Bhd to invest in a new automated machine. This is supported by both financial and non-financial justifications. Financially, the machine provides a higher contribution margin of RM15 per unit compared to RM10 from the manual process. It also reduces variable costs by RM2 per unit, resulting in estimated annual savings of RM100,000. With a payback period of under 3 years, the investment is financially viable and sustainable. Non-financially, automation helps improve product consistency and reduces human error. It also lowers dependence on manual labor, addressing workforce issues and supporting more efficient operations. Strategically, the investment aligns with Autocom Tech's goals of boosting productivity, ensuring quality, and adopting Industry 4.0 practices. This positions the company for long-term growth and resilience in a competitive market.
In conclusion, our analysis shows Autocom Tech is financially stable but with a clear path to greater profitability. The side mirror assembly is our superior product with a gross profit margin of over 36%, significantly higher than the bumper's 29%. Expanding side mirror production by 10,000 units would yield an additional profit of 728,750 ringgit, a substantial gain over the bumper alternative. Therefore, focusing on this more efficient product is the key to strengthening our long-term competitive position and maximizing returns.